Hey, what's up guys? Kerry Sullivan here, answering your triathlon questions, and today I got a question from Todd Shan, and his question is on gravity and running. He's like, I hear a lot of running coaches out there talking about the importance of using gravity and everything like that, but how does that really work? He's like, I don't really understand it, because he looks at gravity as being able to affect things essentially going up and down. You have like a ball, it drops because gravity is pushing on it. Well, yes, those forces are also at play when you're running, and they're not just pressing down on you. So one of the things they talk about is having a forward body lean angle. The reason you want that is because when you have more of an angle like so, gravity is going to be pushing more on your back to push you forward. I think one of the best examples you can do with this is if you have someone hold your shoulders and you lean into their shoulders. So just to kind of lean into it like so, like Michael Jackson in one of his dance videos. I can't remember the one, but you know what I'm talking about. So you're just leaning forward and then have them let you go, okay? And when they do that, you're going to have to move your feet, otherwise you're going to fall flat on your face. And the reason you're going to have to do that is because gravity is pushing on your back. So when you have a more of a forward body angle, you basically have more gravity pushing on your back. And if you look at a running race and the top sprinters out there, the guy who's going the fastest has the most body angle, all right, going forward. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when you talk about the stretch and shortening cycle of your muscles in your body, okay? So in one of my other videos, I talked about the difference between landing on your heels and then landing on the front of your feet. And when you land on the front of your feet, you're able to use that kind of spring of your muscles better. And that spring occurs because you are using the forces of gravity, all right? So or that's part of the reason, okay? So if you have the stretch shortening cycle basically of your, it's basically, it's a theory out there that you can go look up, but basically it talks about how when you load your muscles, you shorten them and then you extend them to get basically movement, all right? And so when you're loading them and you're jumping up and down your feet, you're using the stretch shortening cycle via gravity, putting force on your body to basically help to propel yourself going forward. And basically when you're striking on your heel, you're still using the stretch shortening cycle of all your muscles. That's happening when you're doing most movements out there. But it's a lot more. It's a lot harder to do that because that heel bone doesn't have those same elastic qualities that the front of your foot does. Usually too, when you're striking on the front of your foot, you're striking out in front of your hips, which is also putting the brake on. But those are the two main ways that gravity affects you when you are running. So you can go check it out. The pose method with Dr. Romanoff talks all, he really gets into a lot of the physics of that stuff if you want to check some of that out as well. If you're also looking for things on that, go to, I'm sure there's some stuff via Google Scholar talking about that as well. So that is it. You guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the box below and I'll make you guys a video. Peace and love, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.